Wow. Jordy,
Yeah.
how do you feel? What do you need?
Thanks for asking. Yeah. I've already answered that question for today. I'm not doing it again. Just kidding. No. I feel so much love. I feel so much peace. I'm content. I feel safe and heard and seen. And what a great feeling that is. And what do I need? I need to close this out with a bang. And I feel like that's exactly what we're going to do. Um, Yosi, come on back up with us. I'd love for you um, to take us into the next session. Introduce us to Miranda.
Thank you. So yeah, Miranda, please come on up here and let us all bask in your radiance and your beauty.
Hi there, Yosi. Hi, everyone.
Okay, can you bring Miranda on? Okay, here's Miranda. So look at that shining, radiant being. Is a dear friend, as a spiritual teacher, as a devotional musician, and we've been doing a lot of talking and words for the last few days. And we've also talked about the limitation of words, where there's a point where words just stop and each other doesn't make any sense anymore. And we were quoting Rumi here.
Yeah, I was here. I heard that. Yeah.
Yeah. And so words are important, but some say that music is the language of the soul, and you're gonna help us all experience that. So that's why Miranda's here, and her book in the background is The Way of Grace, and you'll see a beautiful embodiment of that as someone who embodies grace.
I'll do my best.
Yeah.
we're all in process.
We're all in process, yes. So what we're going to do before Miranda, we'll let you lead the way with your beautiful music, and that will send us off. We're just going to, in our team here, name a few highlights, and we can open up the chat, and I'll invite everybody to put a moment of highlight for you. And I mean, I appreciate everyone's gratitude and so on, but if you could be specific, like a moment of highlight, everybody, I'll name a couple. One of them was, Jordan, you talked about something about your essence as the marrow of your bones, or I don't know what it was. It was such a beautiful imagery. I think you need to be a poet. So that was a highlight moment for me. So anybody on the team and our whole audience, put some moments of highlight for you.
I didn't actually know that it would stick with me like it has, but I also feel like this was 12 years ago, even though it was just yesterday. I remember the quote, we are not running out of time, we've lost touch with timelessness. And there's such a weight that has been lifted, especially when I consider how much time we've already invested in the fight for a gender-healed world. So I'm just resting in that. It's liberating for me to remember that timelessness is real.
I think for me, everything having to do with the trans and non-binary folks, I feel like they're our teachers because they don't have the same hangups, I'll call it, for the lack of a better term, than some of us do that are living within our own, like as a cis woman, I feel like that's very comfortable for me, but I think it's comfortable because of how I was socialized and because of my choice to marry a cis man. So I don't know, like I feel like inside of me, I'm missing and lacking a part of myself. So hearing you all from the perspective and the trans folks from the perspective of having experienced kind of the range or the fluidity, for me felt very freeing. I could almost like feel myself enter into that space within myself just by listening to the stories and the experiences, and it felt so liberating. So for me, that was the most impactful, was just hearing those perspectives and trying to embody it within those moments. So I'm very grateful for that.
Pauline, can we hear from you? You know, you have been such, I just want to cry when I think about your devotion over this project. Oh my God, I have not seen a person so devoted to what they're doing and juggling so much. It just brings tears to my eyes here.
Thank you. And I'll say that this mission, this group of people, it's easy to be devoted to. I so appreciate what we've put together. And although I haven't been able to actually participate in a lot of things since I've been doing tech, I will say some of the highlights for me have been helping to facilitate the breakout rooms and the small groups where participants can connect with each other. And I really just love helping to bring people together in safe spaces where they can be vulnerable. And I think we've all done a pretty good job here with that. And it's just something I think we all need more of. So I'm grateful to be able to have the chance to be a part of that. And that's all for me, since I'm on the tech side and my brain is spinning with technical back-end things, but glad to be here and to see you all.
You're the Wizard of Oz, you know, the great wizard.
And there have been so many moments I can't possibly, it's so hard to choose. But one crystal that captured so much for me, and I mentioned this in the last panel, was Pat McCabe's thriving living, that when one thrives, we all thrive. It's easy to take with you because it's so short. It's hard to enact, and it's something that I need to keep in front of my eyes from now on.
So let's just keep going. I'll say one more. When Andrea Gibson said, taking moments and blowing them up like a balloon. Let's blow this moment up like a balloon.
Just to name some of what I'm seeing in the chat, it's a space for learning and unlearning. Someone wrote, I can feel all of you. We have Pat McCabe's breakout was Ooh Healing, a tonic for my heart and soul. Also, Alex Iantafi explaining their gender identity. They were so beautiful in their explanation. It expanded my heart.
Another quote that I love and I think I'm going to take with me forever is nature only makes originals. I have a lighthearted one as well. When Andrea Gibson picked up their coffee cup and it was a Dolly Parton mug, I felt so connected in a way that I don't often feel connected to people. When you have a Dolly connection, it just trumps all other connections. So yeah, I'll leave that one there for all of you Dolly fans. Let me know if you want to connect about Dolly Parton. I'm always here.
Yeah. Being myself is always generosity to others, someone wrote. That's a line.
There's a quote in the chat from Ashley Marie Preston. Expectations are resentments in embryo.
I love Pat McCabe's invocation around water, and not only does it cycle, from the oceans to the clouds to the earth and back, but it is gone through all forms of life and the dinosaurs and the water we drink and the 70-80% of our bodies that are water have cycled through all life. So I never thought about that.
Rumi has a beautiful line that when fire loves water, the entire universe is transformed. So he talks about the soul is fire, my body is water. So there's a deep alchemy in that. And for me, that's part of what is so beautiful about this gathering, is that we are bringing all the richness of these diverse perspectives and inner truths out together.
Yeah. Thanks for joining us. Well, Cynthia, Miranda, do you want to hop on? Let's join the party here. All are included.
These are just beautiful sharings. It's really sweet to see and read. And I saw Tristan wrote, I can feel my heart beating to the rhythm of a gender-healed world. We sing that song in our work, and you just pat your heart. Maybe we can all do that together. I don't know if we should all sing together on Zoom, but you can sing, I can hear my heart beating to the rhythm of the freedom song. I can hear my heart beating to the rhythm of the freedom song. When I say yes to the beat in me, I can set my spirit free. When I say yes to the beat in you, I can set my, Will, do you remember?
Your spirit free.
I can set your spirit free. So we do that in the work. Obviously, I'm not a great vocalist, but that doesn't matter. And because we all have that living spirit in us, and I just really appreciate that. So whenever we leave this space, and go back into our hearts and go back into our families and our streets and our schools and our jobs and leave this space. Just take a moment, take a moment to beat your heart. And if we're all doing that, we're all doing it together. We're not going anywhere. We're all connected. And just because in a little while, we're not going to be on this screen anymore, but we're all connected, heart to heart. And all you have to do is beat your heart to feel the rhythm.
Jackie just quoted Ashley Marie Preston, something that resonated for me. What is for me will find me. But in order for it to find me, I must choose to show up as my most authentic self. I needed that, and it found me. It found me. So there's proof.
I think a highlight for me was what first brought me into this whole experience, which was Yosi, you telling me your story. And I've really been reminded of the power of story throughout this whole experience. We all have our story. And Cynthia, what did you say? That when we share who we truly are with others, they cannot but be changed. And I think that was my experience in the empathy breakouts. I was in awe of the depth to which people shared what's really present for them. That was the whole prompt. What's present for you? And people were real. They talked about joy. They talked about anger. They talked about finding delight in people addressing them by the right pronouns for the first time, or they talked about feeling like they don't fit and they want to love their body, but they don't. And the way that people, the range of emotions was everything from sweet to painful and joyful to angry. And everyone just heard them, listened, let in their words, sat with their words, said nothing in response, offered no advice, didn't do any problem solving, just listened. And to me, it was just incredible to witness that. And I want to thank everybody who showed up for those breakout panel, that empathy breakout, and showed up with your full humanity and gave other people that opportunity as well. I feel like that's a revolution right there. I really appreciate everyone who did that. So thank you all. Also, Jordan, what a blast doing this with you. One of my best friends. So fun. And now I have some new best friends.
Can't wait to do it for the next 30 years, apparently. It's going to be great.
Yeah, your emceeing was definitely a highlight. It was awesome.
Hey, Miranda, I know you're going to sing for us in a moment, but I'm wondering if you want to say some words. You've done a bunch of work around the masculine and feminine, and you founded and led a school on feminine wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to say a few words about that experience?
Yeah, well, I've always felt myself to be a deeply feminine being, and some of the things I'm hearing others say that I didn't always feel welcome in this world, because of my deep femininity and the way that was been put in a box. And I've always experienced being someone who's a deep spiritual practitioner and have been most of my life, that there's a richness, that our true nature fundamentally is prior to gender, but that it manifests in a whole spectrum of very feminine, as I experience myself. My husband experiences himself as very masculine, and then many other people experience themselves in other ways that are non-binary, and for me, just the whole point of it has always been love. whoever we are, So yeah, and running a feminine wisdom school with Lama Palden and Sherry Anderson when I first came to the United States was beautiful and informative, but I decided not to continue with that work because it felt that while I'm coming from the deep feminine, that is for humanity. It's not just for people with a vagina. And that's how I feel, that what is inside of me and the perspective that informs it is for everyone, absolutely everyone. And I feel very passionate about the preciousness of every human soul in their uniqueness, and that these times that we're in really require a whole other level of openness of mind, of heart, and of body. We are part of an enormous paradigm shift that is a bit like going through a birth canal, and that's not always tidy, but I feel part of something that is much bigger, that we're all a part of, and that we all have something to contribute to it, and that it's really important that we do our inner work, we open to healing of what needs to be healed so that we can bring our truth and goodness and understanding and love forward to help others. I don't know whether I've answered your question or gone somewhere completely different, but that's what's coming for me at the moment.
That's great. No, whatever. Keep channeling. Channel spirit through this vehicle that you are, this radiant vehicle.
We all are. I think what our bodies and hearts and minds really are grace delivery devices, if only we'll let that be.
So Yosi, what's going to happen next? We going to do this again?
I don't know.
Seems like some people are interested. Inquiring minds want to know.
Yeah, well, the universe is calling. Yeah, we'll see what wants to happen, and who's going to step forward to want to keep doing this together. But it's an incredible thing. Just some new life is born here, and we'll see how it grows. I mean, I don't know.
Teju, that question was asked of us when we did one of our conferences, and I said that's like asking a person with a baby in their womb after it's just been born if they're ready to do it again. All of you have done such a fabulous job, and I just want to acknowledge the work that goes in to doing this. Everyone out there saw the smoothness of how smooth and well planned and organized it was. That's because of all your prep work. And it means a lot of work. So I was saying to Yosi earlier today, what I experienced that is a joyful exhaustion, but now's the time for rest and renewal, and then coming back and saying, what is next, giving that pause, which is like the silence, the pregnant pause, if you will, the silence that we've had to just be with what is, and the eagerness is there of all of us of the what is next. And there's so many people that have presented on this conference, places to explore, places to know that so many of us are out there doing this work. And the collaboration is so needed. You know, we're not sitting here in this conference just as one standalone conference, but it's that collaboration and partnership, the friendship that Teju, you were speaking about, is how do we continue to bond and connect as friends and as intimate collaborators on the path. So just deep, deep gratitude to all of you for all the hard work, for bringing this baby into the world.
Absolutely. And what an exquisite job you've done in the execution of it all. And having done some of these kinds of things ourselves, we know that there's so much hidden work behind what we're seeing here that makes it run so smoothly. So a deep bow to all of you. It's been such an exquisite gathering. And I feel that the title of it is just so foundational to what we most need in the world. So thank you for bringing this forward. You know, as Martin Luther King said, the power of love can transform everything. And that's what you've identified in this conference title and its mission. Thank you.
We have done that. So he's saying you, and you are part of the you. Yeah.
And also the jump wire team, who's our tech people behind the scenes, really made things so smooth and so professional. So I know they're not all going to come on, but just Mike, Michael, Pauline, you know the rest of the names. But
Yeah,
yeah.
Michael, the other Michael, and Mike, and David, just thank you so much. Your efforts, your expertise, it's made my job so much easier. There's no way I could have done this alone. So just deep gratitude for your presence, your care, and your professionalism, but mostly your love. I really felt it. So thank you.
Well, while we're at it, it's important to acknowledge a few other people on our team that are behind the scene that you might have seen on our website. There's Kate, who was in charge of our marketing. So some of you may have gotten here because of her work and her messaging and all of that. There is Grace, who designed some of the material, and actually her sister helped design the logo, which I love. So this two sisters, Leah and Grace, are involved in this beautiful design, and we're grateful for them. And then Sarah, who has been incredible in monitoring the social media and responding to questions and so on. So it is truly a collective communal effort.
We can't forget Wesley, our developer. Thank you so much. He's been on call all weekend for us and helping behind the scenes as well. So it takes a village.
Takes a village. Yeah, Wesley has been amazing, especially when you were away on your retreat. We couldn't have done it without him.
I just want to say that logo, I think, is exquisite, and it really says, you know, when two hearts join, the infinite is awakened in each of them. And so I love the fact that it's the two hearts and the side-by-side infinities.
Yeah. So
Ready for Miranda's music? I can't wait.
sure. I'm ready. Miranda, are you ready?
I'm totally ready.
Okay, I hope everyone's ready. So take it away, Miranda.
Thank you. Well, dear friends, what I'm about to guide you in really is a mantra that is a mantra from the Hindu tradition that is Om Shrim Reem Mahalakshmiye Namaha. which is a transmission that is about opening to the source of loving presence itself, bowing to that loving presence that is our nature, however we express that nature. So I'm going to lead this as a guided meditation with the music accompanying or blending in with it. So I invite you to close your eyes and receive the sound. Just sit back in your chair. And let your breath become a little longer, slower, and deeper. Consider each inhale a welcome, just to be here, exactly as you are. Feel each exhale as a natural melting. Relaxing into this moment as together we reflect into our experience. Breathe and see where you're landing from this Engendering Love Summit. How have you been touched by these important conversations about our femininity, our masculinity, our fluidity, and our relationship with love itself in these times of great change? Breathe and be with what has inspired you, what has stretched you. Breathe deeper into your heart. Feel the love that brought you here. The love that is the very source of your love. See and feel that as a luminous golden light permeating your body, your heart, your mind. As you let go even more completely to loving presence itself. Om Shri Rim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Receive the syllables. Om Shri Rim Mahalakshmi Namaha. The vibration. Om Shri Rim Mahalakshmi Namaha. Let the nourishing transmission deeper into you. See yourself in a lush garden sanctuary at sunrise. The garden is overflowing with plump roses of every kind and color. There's honeyed scents of jasmine, gardenia, rosemary, lavender, all your favorite plants. And there's a pink cherry blossom tree in full bloom, and a fountain in the center of the garden, with a plump golden cushion waiting for you by the fountain. It's time to take your seat there at the fountain. You notice the fountain is circulating not just water, but a golden light, like a supremely fulfilling nectar that is loving presence itself, emanating infinite warmth. Everything that helps us as human beings open and heal and thrive. Feel this warm presence, luminous, flowing, and emanating blessings for every part of us, the precious children of humanity. Breathe and receive it. Receive loving presence deep into the places you most need it. Breathe it especially into any place inside where it's hard to completely love and accept yourself. Whether that struggle to love yourself is based on old wounds from your relationships and your family of origin, whether that has impressions, places where you've experienced a lack of acceptance for your way of inhabiting and expressing yourself. Let that be touched by the sound, the syllables, the golden light of the fountain that is flowing now, here to permeate your body, your holy body, your heart and your mind. And as you receive this healing grace of self-love, receive it on behalf of everyone. As if you're sitting here at the fountain on behalf of all beings on earth, so that we can all receive the healing we need, find the support we need, and come to know and live from our wholeness. The nectar of the fountain starts forming into a being, an exquisite, luminous, feminine being made of golden light. Behold the divine she, who is the receptive energy within your body, heart, and mind. Honor the feminine essence that opens, who receives, who births and nourishes life. Feel the beauty of this feminine self, this inner goddess, and your innate empathy, intuitive wisdom that viscerally understands our interconnectedness with the earth, with nature, with everyone. Let us honor the sacred feminine in us and in all of us. Awakening the fact that you belong here on earth. You are a precious member of our human family. Whether our bodies are male, female, non-binary, however we know and relate to ourselves and the world, let us receive the nourishment of our sacred connection to one another, to our earth. Running your hands through the soft grass beside where you sit, you happen upon tiny pearls, rubies, sapphires, all sorts of precious stones. You scoop them up and remember that this represents the precious qualities, unique gifts that are inside you to help make our world more noble and beautiful for everyone. Let's hold the vision for everyone, honoring their divine feminine being and beauty. Another form begins to appear out of this fountain. A luminous masculine being made of the golden light. Loving presence as your inner masculine. The sacred he that is pure consciousness. What your mind and heart and body are made out of. the source of your intelligence, the source of your strength and power, which in its luminous, pure form is not for its own sake, but is the strength and power to serve something greater than yourself. Breathe and feel that capacity to be one-pointed. To structure, to focus attention, giving your all, to manifest your highest vision in a way that empowers everyone. Honor your sacred masculine and the sacred masculine in us all. To come forth and build a healed world where everyone is honored, everyone is included, everyone treated with dignity and respect. Let us honor the sacred He that manifests in the bodies and minds of men and women and non-binary and trans beings. Now as you look into the fountain that is flowing even more powerfully than before, you see both the feminine and the masculine embodiment of loving presence, shining and smiling. Perhaps you see this as one luminous body that is both feminine and masculine. Or perhaps you see them unified, as if making love. However this comes to you, see their two hands extending to you, inviting you to come into the fountain and merge with them and become the highest being you possibly can be. They draw your forehead to their forehead, their heart to your heart, their belly onto yours, and you dissolve into them. You are this sacred beauty and light and love. You feel filled with immense well-being, deep ease, peace, joy, with love and compassion for yourself and for all beings, flowing abundantly. You feel infinitely fulfilled and generous. That luminous, loving presence is flowing up through your center, making you into a human fountain of goodness, of love, of wisdom. And like a fountain, that golden light radiates up through you and extends in all directions for the benefit of everyone, circulating and exponentiating itself. Let the nectar flow. Let loving presence pervade everything. And call everyone on earth to stand in this depth with you. Let us be the boundless love that we are and always have been. Let us hide no more, run no more, judge no more, withhold no more. Let real love prevail for all human beings. Loving presence pervading the hearts, mind, bodies of everyone.
Thank you, Miranda. That was beautiful, powerful invocation of the frequency, the vibration of this loving presence, which is in all of us always, but it's called forth in this moment. So if you wish to, you could put your hands on your heart and just feel into the space and the energy there. Just sit in that, and if there's an image that goes with it, as Miranda gave us lots of images, or any other image, I would take that with you and go into the world with this frequency, this vibration. I'm sure that, like a tuning fork, others will tune into this frequency. Thank you all. May the force be with all of us. I'm seeing so many hearts being uplifted here. What a festival of love. Hearts keep bubbling. This is what we're put on this earth for. To engender, to share love, to move through the world with the vibration of love. Thank you, Miranda. That was beautiful. I love you, Miranda. I love you all that are here with this loving presence that is here in this field and wherever you are. Right now, there's a set of Wi-Fi extenders that are carrying the signal and frequency of love throughout the world. So the network is there. We'll just keep extending it. And other people will plug in. May it be so. A deep bow to each of you and the loving presence that is within you and animates us all.